congratulations on your move to Detroit. You've been here a few months.
That's right.
And what do you think of our fair city?
Oh, it's fantastic. You know, as a journalist, it's an amazing place to be doing what we do because there's something always going on here. I mean, it's a center of business and industry. It's a city that's on the comeback trail. You know, I'm living downtown. It's fantastic to live in that part of town, but it's so much fun just to get out and explore and see everything that's going on here. It really is a remarkable place. As I say, it's a news person's dream because, you know, you can almost get complacent here in the news business because if it's kind of a slow day, just wait a little while, something big will happen. That's the nature of Detroit. I also like the fact that we have all the pro sports here, which is great for a journalist, but also for a sports fan like me.
Fantastic. As a multi-award-winning journalist, I'm sure there are huge expectations. What are your plans to put your mark on Detroit journalism?
Well, I'm here to help my colleagues at the Free Press to practice journalism at the highest level. It's such an interesting time in our industry as we continue the transition from print to digital. We still want to put out a good newspaper every day, but our focus is so much on growing audience in the digital space. So, and at the same time doing journalism at the highest level, investigative reporting, unique reporting, revelatory reporting that you can't get anywhere else. And that's our goal at the Free Press, and that's what I hope to achieve here. I work with amazingly talented people, so I'm really looking forward to the opportunity that we have here.
Will be some changes?
Oh, there are always changes. You know, new person comes in, he or she always makes some changes. You know, any changes we make will be focused on making sure our journalism is as good as it can be. You know, there's a lot of talk these days about clickbait and just doing things to grow the digital audience. And sure, you know, growing the digital audience is a huge part of what we do, but I believe and understand and know that quality content grows audience, and that's what we're all about, is providing news and information to the people who live here about things that are really important to people who live here. So that's our aim, that's what we're trying to do, and that's what we'll work really hard at trying to achieve.
NAAAP is a national organization. The mission is clear.
Yes.
What do you see as fundamental value for having a chapter in Detroit?
Well, I think that, you know, as this country continues to become more and more diverse, it is important that there are organizations that support the diverse communities to be successful and to be able to achieve great things, to have success in business and journalism, whatever it might be. So organizations like this play a huge role, I think, professional organizations of any sort, in helping people get ahead. And you know, that's what this country is based on. So my view has always been, come on down, the more the merrier. You know, it's. I'm not going to say. Well, I guess I will say, "Make America Great Again," but I never thought America stopped being great. So you know,
it's always been great.
Yeah, that's the way I see it, and I'm just happy to still have the opportunity to contribute to that.
Yeah, your talk, the theme is career and the business opportunities for APA professionals.
I'm going to talk. I want to talk a little bit about journalism and what it's like today, because people are always interested in that, and our field has changed so dramatically, as you know, in the last 20 years or so. But I'm also going to talk about what I call principle-based leadership, and I don't think that's exclusive to any organization or to any group of individuals. There's a way that I think people need to lead to be successful in whatever they're trying to be successful in. I've had incredible opportunities to be in leadership since I was 28 years old. So I've been doing it for longer than I can remember, closing in on 35, 36 years, however long it's been since somebody took a chance on me when I was 28 years old. And there are ways I think people can be successful if you stay focused on values and stay focused on the things that ultimately really matter.
Right.
So that's what I'm going to talk about.
That's what I was going to ask, is there any message or advice you would like to share with the younger APA viewers regarding establishing and guiding their career path?
Yeah, I mean, some people, I think at times people tend to think that you have to crawl all over everybody else. You have to climb up everybody else's back to be successful and so on. I don't see it that way. And I think there are ways to be successful by staying true to who you are, staying true to the principles that define you. I always advise young people, you want to get ahead in life, work harder than anybody else. And I think that still applies. I'm not sure I got ahead in my profession because I was the best at it. I know nobody worked harder than I did. That was a value that was imprinted on me by my father, who was an immigrant to this country from India after World War II. And that's a value I've tried to imprint on my children and as well on the colleagues I've worked with over the decades. So as we're fond of saying in journalism, it's not rocket science, and it's not. I think there are fundamentals that people need to live by, and if they do that, I think they can have success.
Most Asian people would achieve greatly in science,
sure,
but not in journalism.
There are a lot of, especially with the immigration over the last, not my father's generation, not my generation. There's been a ton of immigration from all over Asia, and in the South Asian community, the standard joke is, "What? You're a journalist, not an engineer or a doctor? Your parents let you become a journalist?" And more and more, there are journalists. I mean, I see them all the time, bylines from people all over Asia, and so I think that. Those sort of barriers have broken down. There are a lot of really, really distinguished Asian American journalists now, and I'm really happy to see that.
Can you say really quick a few words, just say holiday greetings to APA, to our community?
Oh, holiday greetings, Merry Christmas, however you celebrate it, Happy Diwali, whatever way you celebrate the holidays. I hope you have a wonderful one. I'm going to spend mine with my grandson if I can make it happen, and I hope you're with your families as well.